It is my pleasure to be here. You know, this is our 5th FutureFare, and that's a number that we weren't really sure whether we even get to. So 5 years, we think we've done a tremendous job and had an impact on what goes on. So my job right now is really to say, you know, I'm going to highlight some of the things that we do and try to paint a picture. You're going to hear from many people today, and all the posters out in the hall and in this room, you know, are some of the projects that we do. But I thought I'd try and paint a slightly different picture for you today and just show how we link within the supply chain with many other people. So with that, I thought I'd go through each species a little bit and highlight some of the projects and just show you what we do. You know, this is the Diversified Industry. It shows that we have a couple projects on the research side, all the way through primary production, processing, domestic marketing, and international marketing. It does show our reach through the value chain. What are we talking here? On international marketing, we assisted the Elk Commission going to Korea. If you want to talk on the processing side, Boss Farms, Rockridge Dairy, you'll hear from them later. It's really quite exciting. With the sheep industry, SunGold. The sheep industry, you know, is a very integrated business. And Sue, thanks for the comment. She's actually in the comment. You know, we've made use of that. But SunGold Specialty Meats, out of Innisfail now, has really developed an additional processing capacity, and they're implementing full traceability. On the poultry side, you can see we had 8 research projects, 12 processing, some domestic marketing, no international marketing with the poultry side. That's that we understand. But you know, we're lucky enough to have the Poultry Research Center in Edmonton. We have a project with them talking on precision feeding. You hear about feed efficiency all the time. It's something that we do. It's really a very good story. Lots of work going on there. You can see that the projects go across the whole line. If we go to the dairy sector, we're getting more and more projects as we go up to the larger industries. 6 research, 13 processing, 7 on the domestic side. Some great projects going on the dairy side, especially if you talk about Gentech, certainly on the genomics. But we also have Saputo, Agripure down in Diamond City, certainly increasing their capacity to produce cheese. If we talk pork, and we have a tremendous amount of value-added products being developed and worked on. And you can see that on the processing sector. As well as the research, we did some work on with Alberta Pork on PED. Canada Pork International we're working with on international marketing. But Olymel, a big automation project where they now have the capability of slaughtering and processing and splitting. It's an automation piece, 1,250 hogs an hour. And it's a very difficult job, all done by machines now. And if we go to the largest industry we have is the beef industry. Here, 42 research projects, 33 primary projects, 34 processing, 16 domestic marketing, and 7 international. Don't let the numbers scare you, because they can be as small as a few $1,000s all the way up to millions. What do I mean by that? Well, ALMA made an investment of $5 million into livestock genomics. The Cargill case-ready plant, very exciting. But we also have some projects that go across the entire value chain and species. Sustainability is certainly one of those, and it crosses all sectors, all supply chains, and ALMA plays a very important role. We have some wonderful partners. Animal Farm, Animal Care. We worked on their plan. Biodiversity, the Monitoring Institute. Ecological Services and Assessments. How do we get value from grasslands on carbon sequestration? Can we get value for it? But I'd be remiss if we didn't go to the big sustainability project, which is McDonald's and Cargill. The World Sustainability Project for McDonald's is in Canada. And more importantly, it is piloted here in Alberta with the Spruce Grove plants up in just outside Edmonton that produces every hamburger patty for McDonald's across the country, to the High River plant down the Cargill plant down in High River, which is a big processing plant that supplies the beef, and the cattle producers. This pilot is designed to supply sustainable beef to McDonald's by March 2016. It's a very big project. But where does it lead? To the Canadian Roundtable of Sustainable Beef, of which ALMA has played a role in making sure that they get kick-started in a way to take it to the next level. So what does this all mean? You know, I always like to throw a few numbers up there so everybody can have a good look. Last year, ALMA invested approximately $28.5 million. And if you can read that slide, you can see where how it's gone out between the different species. This is close to the natural fall within the ag industry on the meat side. It represents 217 contracted projects across the entire value chain with all species. A number that we're more proud of is that we're able to take our $28.5 million and leverage that number for the total value of the projects being $146 million. It's a very, very good number for us, and it represents leveraging with our partners of 5.14. We also track a number that we did. This is our 5th FutureFare, so we've been in existence for 6 years. And if you look at this, you can see since 2009, we've invested $76 million into the beef industry, 26 into the pork industry, 14 poultry, 16 dairy, and you can see the rest. And there's all this category of all, which crosses all of them. And we're very proud of that number as well. What does it mean? We've invested $195 million, and my disappointment is that we are $4 million short of $750 million. What sort of things have we done? Well, we have some projects that sponsor events, and we do that with almost every commodity group. We've had over 13,000 people attend and get the information that they need. We've had 15 major plant expansions in the province. Going forward, 30 new products, the capacity to process an additional 33.5 million kilos worth of meat and dairy products. And we estimate the revenue to be an increase of $83 million. On the research side, we actually have 3 new companies. Lots of publications getting that message out, 1 pilot project. But probably the most important stat on here are 74 industry partners onto the research side to take it to the next level. So I think those are very interesting numbers, and they show our reach and how we interact with the industry. Do we have some game changers? In my opinion, I believe we do. Can we move the needle? I'm going to identify 3. We talked very quickly on verified sustainable beef. On the McDonald's Cargill project and the Canadian Roundtable, we invested directly with those 3 organizations of approximately $1 million. But to put it in perspective, the entire sustainability file, this year alone, we committed $10 million. Genomics, we believe, is, again, a game changer. This year, we committed $5 million to Genomics Research. That takes our total commitment now to just under $26 million. And the last game changer is AgriClear. Now, I'm not going to speak too much about that because David and Lou's going to be, speaking to this at 1. But we believe this has the potential to change the way cattle are marketed, not only in Alberta, but across North America. So in closing, ALMA will continue to partner with industry, act as a catalyst, will help make things happen, address industry opportunities and challenges, and make a difference to Alberta's livestock and meat industry. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for coming. We're very excited. We do have a very full house today, and this has grown considerably over the last little bit. And with that, thank you very much.